The question I get asked more than any other question is, how can I use social media and social media marketing to grow my company? Well, here are some realities about using social media for sales and for lead generation. So the first thing I would say is you have to make sure that your customer-facing processes are at least the good level, preferably the great level, quite honestly, but they have to be at least good. So your sales process, the actual delivery of the service or product you provide, and then this customer service element behind that delivery that comes after you deliver. Those three are the key processes that have to be at least good, preferably great, before you really look to social media or honestly any marketing channel to produce sales and leads for your company. All right, so let's just assume that those processes are really in line and you're good to go on that front. So here's how you can use social media to help generate leads and sales. So once you have your strategy and your objectives and your demographics all figured out, what you're going to do is you're going to engage with your target audience on social media. So you're going to like, you're going to follow, you're going to join groups where these people hang out, and you're going to offer value to the conversation. So you're going to engage, you're going to follow, you're going to connect. Once you do those tasks, the lead will be somewhat warmed up, and that's when you make your first ask. So the first ask could be something small or free. That's what we typically recommend. So this might be an assessment, it might be a free download, it might be a product trial, it might be just asking them to join your email list so that you can market to them in that way as well. And we usually help our clients figure out what makes the most sense there. And then once they opt into that, you're going to continue to engage, and then you're going to continue to follow up with them. And then depending on the goals and the objectives and the target audience, you're going to then go to your second ask, which that is usually the sales ask, if you will. So that might be a request for a meeting, it might be a request for a phone call or a demo. Depending on your product or service, it could be an ask for the sale at that point. And then basically from there, you're going to have a process to close the loop. I always recommend having a no for now process, as well as if they say yes, they're going to go directly into your sales process at that point. So just to help you out a little bit, we've included a handout that can kind of guide you through this process and give you some tips along the way. And what I would remind you is that it does take time, but what we usually find is that the leads are more qualified, they're warmed up, and it's usually easier to make that first and second ask, and the response is usually higher to both of those. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. I'm happy to have a conversation with you.